Right now, NAFDAC is in Obog. They closed Obog for 1 full month now, not thinking about how those people who say in Obog are surviving in this 1 month. See, we have a government that is insensitive. Many years ago, I had the opportunity of meeting with Goodluck Jonathan one-on-one. And we asked him to fight corruption, to jail people. The man said to us, if I jail those people you want me to jail, I'm also affecting their families and those who depend on them. Then he said to us, at the end, we'll spend more money to fight for the corruption and we will not get the money we are looking for. So what he has been able to do is to close all the avenues of carrying money away. If you steal money, invest it where? In Nigeria, and create jobs for Nigerians. I thought it was a reasonable thought. Because you are fighting corruption with corrupt men. They will take money from corrupt people and still leave them to go from the back. And you are creating enemies for yourself. Are you following what I'm saying here? So before we start fighting, we should put structures on ground. I thought that what NAFDAC would have done is to create labs where drugs are tested. Because there are drugs in the market of our nature that can never have NAFDAC number. Drugs like these high blood pressure drugs that are amlodipines manufactured in USA. How can US give you a NAFDAC number? Can you close an American company? You don't have that power. Do we have companies in Nigeria manufacturing? We only have few. So are we sensitive at all? No. So you prefer to go to Pakistan and import Pakistan Indian drugs where you can compromise and bring it back to Nigeria. They will give you a NAFDAC number. They will break it in my name. No American company can manufacture drugs in your name. So you can have right to have the NAFDAC number. But we have vitamins that are high proteinous and high profile vitamins. In that market, they are carrying it away because it has no NAFDAC number. And I also see them selling them behind to some others. So you fight corruption with corruption. The other question is this. You closed Obog. All our governors, even our own governor is talking, they are doing the right thing. What is the right thing they are doing? You have not kept, there's no law. People still have right to sell in the open market. Why not structure it in a way? Give them license and monitor what they do. And plant your lab in that market. Plant your office in that market. And check what comes in and what goes out. It is a little bit reasonable than coming in to close a whole market. You enter into people's shop in the night. Is it not stealing? And carry their drugs away in trailers and claim to burn them when you're not burning anything. That's the wickedness that they do to Igbo people. Now they do that in Kano. Let them go to Kano and close their own market. Let me see. They can't do that in Kano. They can't do that in Ibadan. They can't do that in Onitsha. And our governors are all dumb and deaf, closing their mouth and nobody says anything. That thing is not a good. It's not intention. It's not a good intention. It is malicious attempt on Igbo land. People want to shine from amongst us, and that market is the biggest drug market in Africa. Most of people who can't have drugs again in the hospital because that's where we buy the original drugs that we use in the hospital. The original drugs are there. I want to even tell you something. Omobu itself has a mechanism that checks bad drugs in the market. It don't bring bad drug inside Omobu. Those who sell it have their warehouses and NAFDAC knows them. Those who sell those bad drugs, they have their way. Sometimes they go to NAFDAC and take numbers of drugs, pay money, and take NAFDAC number of drugs that are not yet in Nigeria. That's not been tested yet. Are you following what I'm saying? They now go to India and manufacture low quality product and bring them because they have NAFDAC number. People are drinking, people are taking the drugs and then having more problems. There should be people should sit down and think and give this a lasting solution. This is not every day you come and I know some young men when Adadioraima did this. I know some young men. One young man was importing hyoscine from USA. Original hyoscine. I won't mention his name. They rendered him. I saw him the other day now doing brigade. Rendered him impotent. A young man doing well. Today he's still poor up to now. I know some who lost their life in those days when they say NAFDAC was cleaning a bubble. If you want to close a bubble, close it once and for all. And close all drug markets in Nigeria. But also bear in mind, Nigeria has no structure of pharmaceutical dispersion of drugs. We have few pharmacists in Nigeria who have money to import drugs. Are you following what I'm saying? So you need to plan. You have to do things that are rational and reasonable. So I think NAFDAC should rethink what they're doing. It is affecting us adversely than positively. Again, I see it as a malicious attack on the Igbo race. Except the same thing is done in Kano, Kaduna, and other parts of Nigeria. If not, it's malicious activities. So Nigerians will check it. And the same applies to our governors who are dumb and deaf, who feel they want to protect their government, their position. That's all. May God help Igbo people and help us all in the name of Jesus Christ. Now we are buying drugs from Lagos. Now we can't buy from Onitsha. It's closed down. Ibadan is open. The same activity, the same reason why they don't have seaports in Igbo land. Same reason why they don't have any multinational company in Igbo land. Same reason why there is nothing working, no multinational company in Igbo land. The same theory is still repeating. The war has ended now. Let's end the war and move up at the same time. The war ended many years ago. Are we still fighting war? Why are you still putting us in this quagmire all the time? May this thing be lifted. We have suffered enough. Nigerian conscience to be activated. This is no more right. The war ended long ago. And you said, no winner, no vanquish. Let it be so. Let the healing start. If you want to work in Obogu, work, open the shop. Let the person you are taking his drugs be there and see what you are doing. Don't enter the shop, carry everything. Let them be there and see what you are. Is it not stealing? It is break and enter. That's what it is. At the end, you end up, people have been home for 1 month now. No fighting what? In this era, that Nigeria is so hard. So young people are more, so some of them will now become criminals. Some become kidnappers. What do they do next? You are creating more problem. Are you thinking of latent effect of what you are doing? Do you think the overall consequence of what you are doing? Please, NAFDAC, plant your lab. Also understand that England, Europe, and America cannot give you NAFDAC number for their drugs. And the original drugs that come from those parts of the world. Check it out and find a way of covering it in your program. Also, go to the market by yourself, plant your office, and check what comes in and what goes out. Or close the market once and for all. Close all the markets where they sell drug in Nigeria. Let's buy drugs only from pharmacies. And we know you have, leave this thing you're doing all the time to us. It is now too bad. But we're no more happy with it. Anyway, may God help Nigeria. May God help Igbo race. May God bring us back to our conscience and make our hearts come alive so we can think like human beings, not in this wicked form.